Hey, Vincent. So your project's looking pretty good. I wanted to show you a couple things that I think you could do that would reduce a lot of these triggers because I see what you're trying to do, right? You want to, if one of these characters is dragged in any other office other than the office they're supposed to go to, you want to show an incorrect layer. And we actually have a trigger that'll really kind of catch all of those. So what we could do, and this is the one I'm just putting together right here, you want this layer for you. He goes to human resources. So if he goes to the human resources, you want to show a human resource layer that says, hey, this is all about human resources. Back to office, instead of jumping to a new slide, we can just hide a layer. Just say, all right, you went to the correct office. I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to come back to this start base layer. However, if I go into any one of these wrong or incorrect offices, I just kind of rewired 4 of these, show me that incorrect. And we can actually do that with a single trigger. So the idea is show layer, in this case the HR, human resources, sorry, incorrect, when an object, and this is the guy in the gray suit, is dropped on any of these objects. So I'm really just selecting all except the correct layer. Click OK. So that kind of brings it down, and then of course he goes to sorry, incorrect, and then you will show them the correct office by this time showing a layer HR. So you're kind of navigating the layers. So your initial setup, I think, is correct, right? You can do this all on one slide. You're going to need 3 layers for each of your characters, and then you'll need 2 triggers for each of the characters. That really reduces a lot of that overhead. Now, you may want to do some things with disabled states, or maybe provide feedback that maybe one of these guys has been dragged. Because if I drag him to the office, to the correct office, I'm going to show the right layer, the human resources. Right, here's what they do, and go ahead and close out. And he's still here, but if I continue dragging him, it's going to continue showing incorrect. So you may want to set up an additional trigger that disables his state or does something different. After you've completed, after this one's been completed, maybe even just a custom state that says visited or something. But we can work through that later. But I kind of wanted to show you this to see if this would work for you as a way to reduce a little bit, or reduce some of these, all these triggers that you have for the incorrect. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks.